The solution first is given is, Maitreya says, Maitreya Rishi says, just simply chant and hear the names of Hari. If one does that, if a person chants and hears the name of Lord Krishna, one can achieve cessation in unlimited miserable condition. So, what to speak of those who have attained attraction for serving means beyond sadhana bhakti is prema bhakti. So, one who has attained that attraction, that is bhava bhakti, just by simply chanting and hearing, a person is able to remove all the kleshas, klesha, agni, shubhada. We have now what are the six things? Klesha, agni, shubhada, moksha, lobhuta, kuta, sudurlabha. So, all these things, prashantatma, Sri Krishna, Akarshini, we have that. The Kleshagni happens at the first level only. And understanding it is so Shubha, Kleshagni, Shubhada, auspiciousness comes in the first level itself. So, Moksha, Laguta, Kruta, Sudurlabha. Understanding this is the most rarest thing that happens in Bhava Bhakti. And then Prashantatma, Sri Krishna, Akarshini, that happens in the Prema Bhakti. So at the level of sadhana bhakti itself, a person is getting all these benefits. Then what about bhava bhakti and prema bhakti? Let us discuss. So let us see the 15th verse. Vidura uvacha sanchinna samshayo mayam tava sukta sina vibho uvayatrapi bhagavan mano me sampradhavati. Vidura uvacha. Vidura said, Sanchinna cut off. Samshaya doubts. Mayam unto me. Tava your Sukta Asina by the weapon of convincing words. Vibho, O my Lord. Ubhayatra api, both in God and in the living entity. Bhagavan, O powerful one. Manah, my Sampradavati, perfectly entering. Vidura said, O powerful sage, O my Lord, all my doubts about the Lord, about the Supreme Personality of God, and the living entities have now been removed by your convincing words. My mind is now perfectly entering into them. So my doubts has completely gone by your wonderful words, that is convincing words. Sukta asina. See, what is it? Asina. Convincing means you speak such thing by which others' doubt is completely cut. Sukta asina. Asina means the weapon. So now my mind is entering into them. That means now my consciousness is purified, is getting more purified. Okay. Aruna, read.
Hare Krishna, text 15. Vidura uvacha sanchinna samshayo mahyam tava suktasina vibho ubayatrapi bhagavan mano me sampradhavati. Translation. Vidura said, O powerful sage, my lord, all my doubts about the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the living entities have now been removed by your convincing words. My mind is now perfectly entering into them. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The science of Krishna or the science of God and the living entities is so subtle that even a personality like Vidura has to consult persons like the sage Maitreya. Doubts about the eternal relationship of the Lord and the living entity are created by mental speculators in different ways. But the conclusive fact is that the relationship of God and the living entity is one of the predominator and the predominated. The Lord is the eternal predominator, and the living entities are eternally predominated. Real knowledge of this relationship entails reviving the lost consciousness to this standard, and the process for such revival is devotional service to the Lord. By clearly understanding from authorities like the sage Maitreya, one can become situated in real knowledge, and the disturbed mind can thus be fixed on the progressive path. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Next is साध्वीर्व्याहृतं विद्वन्नात्ममायायनं हरेः आभात्य पार्थनिर्मूलं विश्वमूलं न यद्बहिः. All learned sage explanations are very good, as they should be. Disturbances to the conditioned souls have no other basis than the movements of the external energy of the Lord. So, word to word meaning, Aruna, please read. I'm just read.
Hare Krishna. Sadhu, as good as it should be. Etat, all the explanation. Vyahritam, thus spoken. Vidvan, O learned one. Na, not. Atma, the self. Maya, energy. Ayanam, movement. Harehe, Hare, of the personality of Godhead. Abhati appears. Apartham, without meaning. Nirmulam, without basis. Vishwa, Vishwamulam, the origin is the supreme. Na, not. Yat, which. Bahihi, outside. Hare Krishna.
Read the word to read the meaning or read the paragraph. Read the
Okay. Yes, verse I'll read. साध्वे तद्व्याहृतं विद्वन् आत्ममायान् आत्ममायायनं हरेः आबात् पार्थं निर्मूलं विश्वमूलं न यद्वहिः. Translation: O learned sage, your explanations are very good, as they should be. Disturbances to the conditioned soul have no other basis than the movement of external energy of the Lord. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. A living entity's unlawful desire to become one with the Lord is in every respect is a root cause of the entire material manifestation, for otherwise the Lord has no need to create such a manifestation even for his pastimes. The conditioned soul, under the spell of the external energy of the Lord, falsely suffers many unfortunate incidents in material life. The Lord is the predominator of the external energy, Maya, whereas the living entity is the predominated by the same Maya under the material condition. The false attempt of the living entity to occupy the predominating post of the Lord is the cause of his material bondage, and the unconditioned soul's attempt to become one with the Lord is the last snare of Maya. Hare Krishna.
yeah. The false attempt of the living entity to occupy the predominating post. Yes. Hmm. Very important this is the false attempt. That is how the controlling tendency and the ownership. These two things makes a living entity suffer. We cannot become God. We can only become gods. We are anyhow. We are property of Krishna. So your explanations are so nice. That is only because why the disturbances are coming. Why? Because they have no other basis than the movement of the external energy of the Lord. This external energy of the Lord, it makes a person forget that he is servant of Krishna. And the last snare of the highest material influences, he starts calling himself as God. That is the last snare of material energy. Hmm. Next. यश्च मूढमतमोद्लोके यश्च बुद्धे परं गतः तावुभौ सुखमेधेते क्लिश्यत्यन्तरितो जनः यः च माधवतमो लोके यह means one who is ch also sorry moodhatama the lowest of the fools loke in the world yah cha and one who is budhe of intelligence param transcendental gatah gone tau of them ubhav both sukham happiness edhete enjoy krishyati suffer antaridah situated between jana persons. Both the lowest of the fools and he who is transcendental to all intelligence enjoy happiness, whereas persons between them suffer the material pangs. Two people can enjoy happiness. One is enjoying material happiness, the lowest of the fools, Mudha. We have no four types of people, they don't take up devotional service. The four types of people, they don't take up devotional service, they enjoy at least material happiness. What is that verse in Bhagavad Gita? Yeah, tell. Mudha.
Oh,
Then
Mataji, Jnani cha Bharad Darshabah, like that it
ah,
comes.
Yani,
Ah,
Bhartarshaba. Open. Seventh chapter. Seventh chapter, which is that verse. Four type of Chaturvida.
hmm.
That
Bhajante
is four
Mam.
type of people come to him. Bhajate Mam. Chaturvida Bhajate Mam. That is Yani cha Bhartarshaba. That is all people come to him. Four type of people don't come to him. What is
Ah,
that verse?
ah.
Open. So in that the Mudas, they enjoy. At least they're like somebody is chanting very seriously. Yes, he's experiencing bliss. Somebody is sleeping while chanting. At least he has slept. Somebody is looking. Hey, what is this? He's sleeping.
Mataji,
He's neither chanting.
Namam Dushkritino Buddha परं हाँ 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 पर प्रपद्यन्ते नराधमा मायया
Maya
परहता ज्ञाना आसुरं
bhava
भावमाश्रिताः
tamam dushkritno mudha. Prapadyante naradhama. They don't come to me. Mudas, naradhamas. Maya pratyagyanis. Asuri people, they don't come. At least they enjoy material life. Mudas, they enjoy material life. Morning to evening, they work. They feel there is enjoyment. Vada pav खा लिया मस्त घर में आ गए. And those who are transcendental, he who is transcendental to all intelligence, they enjoy happiness. He's transcendental. That means he's a devotee, very advanced devotee, very good. In between people, they suffer. Those who are fools, they don't understand that there is a material misery. And those who are intelligent people, at least they think, oh, बाहर का नहीं खाना चाहिए. They don't know what is misery. They're happy. Jhopalpatti people, you see, they are those who are even staying in the building, going and working, okay, came out, eating whatever they want, living whatever however they want to. I mean, on the level of animals, you can say. Animalistic people. They are enjoying. They enjoy. Paramamsas, they are enjoying spiritual bliss. In between people only, they don't enjoy. they suffer. Like you don't know you have a disease. It's good. You try to take the and you are cured after the disease. That is also good. In between, you don't want to go to doctor. You want to suffer. So this is how one end, another end. Okay. Bindu read.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Text, sev- text 17. यश्च मूढात्मनो मूढात्मो लोके यश्च बुद्धेः परं गतः ताव उभौ सुखम् एदेते क्लिश्यन्ताति जनः क्लिश्यन्तार्तितो जनः. Translation: both the lowest of fools and he who is transcendental to all intelligence enjoy happiness, whereas persons between them suffer the material pangs. Purport: the lowest of fools do not understand material miseries. They pass their lives merrily and do not inquire into the miseries of life. Such persons are almost on the level of the animals, who, although in the eyes of the superiors are always miserable in life, are unaware of material distresses. A hog's life is degraded in its standard of happiness, which entails living in a filthy place, engaging in sex enjoyment at every opportune moment, and laboring hard in a struggle for existence. But this is unknown to the hog. Similarly, human beings who are unaware of the miseries of material existence and are happy in sex life and hard labor are the lowest of fools. Yet, because they have no sense of miseries, they supposedly enjoy so called happiness. The other class of men, those who are liberated and are situated in the transcendental position above intelligence, are really happy and are called Paramahamsas. But persons who are neither like hogs and dogs, nor on the level of the Paramahamsas, feel the material pangs, and for them, inquiry about the supreme truth is necessary. The Vedanta Sutra states, Athoto Brahma Jigyasa. Now one should inquire about Brahman. This inquiry is necessary for those who are between the Paramahamsas and the fools who have forgotten the questions of self realization in the midst of life in self sense gratification. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah. Next. So here very clearly it has been stated. The Vedanta Sutra Tato Brahma Jigyasa. Now one should inquire about Brahman. This inquiry is necessary for those who are between Paramahamsas and the fools, who have forgotten the question of self realization. अथा तो ब्रह्म जिज्ञासा. अभी से मैं क्या करूं, कौन से डॉक्टर के पास जाऊं? This is the thing. If a person is suffering, he should ask which doctor I should go. The same way here also. अथा तो ब्रह्म जिज्ञासा. अथा तो ब्रह्म जिज्ञासा means means what? अथा तो ब्रह्म जिज्ञासा. What should be done now? Who am I? What should be done? Arthabhavam. One minute. Wait second, one second. अर्थाभावं विनिश्चित्य प्रतीक्ष्यापि आत्मनः तां चापि युष्मचरण सेवयाहं परानुदे. But my dear sir, I am obliged to you because now I can understand. This material manifestation is without substance. Although it appears real, I am confident that by serving your feet, it will be possible for me to give up the false idea. So I am confident that by serving your feet, so it can only happen by the mercy of Guru Shishya Parampara. Artha bhavam without substance. Vinishchitya being ascertained. Pratitasya of the apparent values. Api also none ever. Atmanaha of the self, tam that. Cha also api thus. Yushmad your charana feet. Sevaya by service, aham myself. Paranude shall be able to give up. So I can only give up this false idea. What is that false idea? That this material world is going to give us real happiness. It is real, though. It is real, it's not false. But it is temporary. So that is how now I am confident that hmm, by serving your feet, it will be possible for me to give up the false idea. Okay, Bindu, you want to continue?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Text 18. अर्थभावं विनिश्चित्य प्रतीतस्यापि नात्मनः तां चापि युष्मच्चरण सेवयाहं परानुदे. Translation. But, my dear sir, I am obliged because now I can understand that this material manifestation is without substance, although it appears real. I am confident that by serving your feet, it will be possible for me to give up the false idea. Purport. The sufferings of the conditioned soul are superficial and have no intrinsic value, like the cutting off of one's head in a dream. Yet, although this statement is theoretically very true, it is very difficult for the common man or the neophyte of the transcendental path to realize practically. However, by serving the feet of great transcendentalists like Maitreya Muni and by constantly associating with them, one is enabled to give up the false idea that the soul suffers from material pangs. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hmm. Next. यत् सेवया भगवतः कूटस्थस्य मधुदिशः रतिरासो भवित्तीव्र पादयोर्व्यसनार्दन yet to whom sevaya by service bhagavatah of the personality of Godhead kutasthasya of the unchangeable moodha dishaha the enemy of the madhusura asura rati rasah that is attachment in different relationship bhavet develops tivrah highly ecstatic Padayoho of the feet, Vyasana distresses, Ardhanaha vanquishing. By serving the feet of the spiritual master, one is enabled to develop transcendental ecstasy in the service of the personality of Godhead, who is unchangeable enemy of the Madhu demon, and whose service vanquishes one's material distresses. So the association of a bona fide spiritual master is very much important. Only by that one can develop transcendental ecstasy. Very clearly it has been given. Without that, impossible. Just see, today is our Guru Maharaj appearance day. And here Vidura is paying obeisances to Maitreya and saying, only by the mercy, by the service to the spiritual master, one's material distresses the stress is gone. Okay. So, Aruna, read.
Hare Krishna. Text 19. Yat sevaya bhagavata कूटस्थस्य मधुद्विषः रतिरासो भवेत् तीव्र पादयोर्व्यसनार्दनः. Translation: by serving the feet of the spiritual master, one is enabled to develop transcendental ecstasy in the service of the personality of Godhead, who is the unchangeable enemy of the Madhu demon, whose service vanquishes one's material distress. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The association of a bona fide spiritual master, like the sage Maitreya, can be of absolute help in achieving transcendental attachment for the direct service of the Lord. Lord is the enemy of the Madhu demon, or in other words, he is the enemy of the suffering of his pure devotee. The word Rati Rasaha is significant in this verse. Service to the Lord is rendered in different transcendental mellows, that is, relationships: neutral, active, friendly, parental, and nuptial. The living entity is the liberated position of the transcendental service to the Lord, becomes attracted to one of the above mentioned mellows, and when one is engaged in transcendental loving service to the Lord, one's service attachment in the material world is automatically vanquished, as stated in Bhagavad Gita 2.159, Rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. Hare Krishna.
दूरापा दूरापाह्यल्पत तपसः सेवा वैकुण्ठवर्त्मसु यत्रोपगीयते नित्यं देवदेवो जनार्दनः. Read the meaning. First, I'll explain. Wait. Read the meaning.
Mataji, I will read Mataji.
Yes, yes.
Durapa, rarely obtainable. He, certainly, Alpa, tapasaha, of one whose austerity is meager, seva, service, Vaikuntha, the transcendental kingdom of God, Vartmasu, on the path of Yatra, wherein Upagiyate is glorified, Nityam, always, Deva, of the demigods, Devaha, the Lord, Jana Ardhanaha, the controller of the living entities. Hare Krishna.
Read the translation. I'll explain.
Okay, I'll read the verse also then. Okay, Mataji. Dhura pahyalpa tapasa seva vaikunta vartmasu yatropagiyate nityam deva devo janardanaha. Translation: persons whose austerity is meager can hardly obtain the service of the pure devotees who are progressing on the path back to the kingdom of Godhead, the Vaikunthas. Pure devotees engage 100% in glorifying the Supreme Lord, who is the Lord of the demigods and the controller of all living entities. Mataji, purport also I'll read.
Read.
Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The path of liberation, as recommended by all authorities, is to serve the Mahatma transcendentalists. As far as Bhagavad Gita is concerned, the Mahatmas are the pure devotees who are on the path to Vaikuntha, the kingdom of God, and who always chant and hear the glories of the Lord rather than talk of dry, profitless philosophy. The system of association has been recommended since time immemorial, but in this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, it is especially recommended by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even if one has no assets of favorable austerity, if he nevertheless takes shelter of the Mahatmas, who are engaged in chanting and hearing the glories of the Lord, he is sure to make progress on the path back home, back to Godhead. Hare Krishna.
Hmm. The persons whose austerity is meager, not doing more austerity, they can hardly obtain service of the pure devotees. Even to get service of the pure devotees is not a joke.
Mhm.
To get guru is not a joke. Understand? That much he must have done some austerity, then only he gets Guru Krishna Prasad Paye Bhakti Rata Bijai.
Sabizze.
Because Brahmanda Brahmite Kona Bhagyavan Jiva. To get a wonderful guru, it requires austerity. Pure devotees engage 100% in glorifying Lord, who is the Lord of demigods and the controller of all living entities. What is their work? Their work is only preaching. How to categorize? They are pure devotees. Their life is only for Krishna. How to understand he is a perfect guru? His life is only to speak about Krishna. There is no other business for him. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha purnanda.
Purpandana.
Whole time, what is he doing? He's only traveling, speaking, preaching, whole consciousness. So that is the work of the Guru. He is not sitting, enjoying. No. He risks his whole life. He puts his life in danger also. He risks his life. He's not bothered about his eating. He's not bothered about his sleeping. So then that person, to get that person also, to get the service of that person is also bhagya. So we are all fortunate to have our Guru. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. We have bhagya to get His Holiness Vedavyas Priya Maharaj. So in this way, those who have got gurus, they are very fortunate. And why that fortune has come? Because they have done such austerity. And Srila Prabhupada says, you chant 16 rounds, you follow regulatory principles, that is austerity. When you do that austerity, you get guru. I don't want to bind myself, will not get guru, simple. You do your sadhana properly, you get guru. Sadhana is austerity only, na? Sadhana is austerity. You do sadhana nicely, you will get guru. If you don't do sadhana nicely, you will not get guru. No meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, no gambling. Follow. Follow rules, follow regulations, you get guru. And same thing is given here. A person who does austerity only gets the service of pure devotees. Simple. You do more austerity, you get the service of Lord also. Brahman initiation is what? Getting service of Lord. Slowly, slowly. Just one verse will take and I'll stop. My throat is paining. दृष्ट्वाग्रे महदाधानि आदीनि सविकाराणि अनुक्रमात् तेभ्यो विराजमुद्धृत्य तमनु प्राविशत् विभुः. So in this way, after creating the total material energy, tattva, thereby manifesting the gigantic universal form, with senses, sense organs, the Lord entered within it. So Karanadakshay Vishnu enters as Garbhodashai Vishnu. Read word to word. Today I'm finding it difficult to speak. So read.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Srishtva, after creating, Agre in the beginning, Mahat Adi, the total material energy, Sa Vikarani, along the sense organs, Anukramat, by the gradual process of differentiation, Tebaya, out of that, Virajam, the gigantic universal form, Pudratya, manifesting, Tam, unto that Anu later Pravishat entered Vibhuhu the Supreme. Translation: after creating the total material energy, the Mahat Tattva, and thereby manifesting the gigantic universal form with senses and sense organs, the Supreme Lord entered within it. Purport: fully satisfied by the answers of the sage Maitreya, Vidura wanted to understand the remaining portions of the creative functions of the Lord, and he took the clue from the previous topics. Hare Krishna Mataji.
We'll stop here.
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Dandot pranam.
Paturbhistic passing say Nam Pavani Bio Vishnu Nama
हरिनाम पावनी वैष्णवी नमः वैष्णवी की जय श्री
Namaste. Hare Krishna.